Good morning. Welcome to the Aloha Saturday Financial Education Services webinar. My name is Henry L. Baker. I'm a sales director with the company. Been with the company now since March of 2016. So getting ready to approach my second year here. And I'm really looking forward to many more. These 2 years have went so fast that, it's kind of mind-boggling. But what I can honestly say about these 2 years is that my life has changed significantly. I thank God for putting financial education services in my path. Being someone who has been in financial education and real estate now for, good grief, 27 years. It's amazing sometimes when you're selling something, how much you don't grasp what you're actually selling. Now I say that, in a very funny way because, it's really weird. A friend of mine was joking with me at lunch. We're both Pisces. And she was like, yeah, we Pisces. We're very good at telling people what to do and not doing it ourselves. Well, folks, for many years, I've been telling people what to do, and even going so far as doing what I'm telling people to do, but I never grasped the most underlying problem that I had, and that was I never understood how bad debt was and how much of a control the pursuit of debt had over me. Now, I use that word pursuit because I'm going to, in my Facebook Live earlier, I mentioned that I'm going to put a very big spin on the pursuit of happiness on this webinar today. Now, this webinar really focuses strongly on teaching you how to be an entrepreneur. That is its underlying goal. And I'm going to tell you, being an entrepreneur is one way that you can really grasp that element of the pursuit of happiness. Now, I'm putting my spin on this with this. A lot of times people are entrepreneurs and they like to fake it until they make it. You got to stop that. Knock it off. No, and the best way to fake it until you make it is by accumulating things and debt, what I like to call show-off stuff. Fancy cars that you don't own, but you're paying through the teeth and nail just to pay off that monthly payment. That has to stop. That is not the true pursuit of happiness. That is what I like to call keeping up with the Joneses, or in a few seminars that I've taught before, I changed it from the Joneses to keeping up with the Kardashians. Okay? So you need to let that stuff go. All right. So as I said, this is the Financial Education Services Aloha Saturday morning edition of our webinar. And now let me get into the topic at hand. Okay, now remember, being an entrepreneur, a true entrepreneur, is going to be defined here shortly. Now, what does entrepreneur mean to you? Would we agree it's as simple as having complete control of three things? Because a lot of people have their definition of what an entrepreneur is, but I'm going to tell you that your definition is probably wrong if you don't have complete control of these three things: your time, your income, and your life. That is true entrepreneurship, folks. True entrepreneurship. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs said that. Now, is being an entrepreneur really an option? I'm going to do a lot of statistics here. Around 550,000 people become entrepreneurs every month. It's a lot of people, folks. 48% of Americans desire to be an entrepreneur. 67% of millennials want to start their own business. And the average entrepreneur earns 42% more than the average employee. So those statistics tell you one very important thing. I just like to grandstand things, but everyone wants to be an entrepreneur, okay? In their heart of hearts. Look, I don't think we were designed to work for someone else. Okay, I don't think that was in God's design. I mean, he's okay with you doing it, but he wants you to be great, okay? So why are so many people interested in being an entrepreneur? Here's some statistics to throw at you. 70% of people hate their jobs. The average number of years people stay at a job is 4.2 years. Over 75% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. U.S. median household income is actually less than in 2000, yet the cost of expenses has risen to 50.6%. 69% of Americans have less than $1,000 in savings, and 49% of those people have no savings at all. And then 50% of Americans have no retirement plan. So, folks, that's the reality. That's the reality check. That's why so many people are interested in being an entrepreneur. Folks, finished at 40, Fortune magazine, 50 and fired, Fortune, U.S. News, where did my career go, and time, will you ever be able to retire? Man, folks have no idea how to plan for retirement. And then most folks think they're doing a good job at their job, and then they're blindsided at 40 or 50 years old in that time frame, and they're let go, you know, given that gold watch or whatever. Thank you for your service, or sometimes not even that, okay? We got to take control. All right, let's talk about a job. You're trading your time and expertise for money. You can be replaced. I like to put an emphasis on that. I don't care who you are or how valuable you think you are to the company. If you're not supporting the bottom line, you can be replaced. 100% of your income is based on your efforts. Or if you get hurt, become ill, or need time off for family, emergencies, etc. Your schedule, advancement, and raises are dictated to you. The only way to earn more income is to get a better job, a second job, or start a part-time business. You have to deal with drama and politics, even if you don't want to. And then, of course, the highest tax consequences, there are no tax write-offs. The reality of being self-employed. These are your solopreneurs. You're in business for yourself and by yourself. You're responsible for everything, sales, marketing, accounting, customer service, etc. You have to find time to do it all, which can limit your income. Typically, you have no one to learn from. Your business cannot operate without you. And if you take time off, your income likely stops. It's very stressful because everything is on your shoulders. Oftentimes, your business really owns you. The advantages of being an entrepreneur. This is where it starts to get lighter, folks. You get to leverage other people's efforts, time, systems, technology, ideas, and money. You're building a business that works for you. Once your business is established, you make more money whether you work or not. You control your schedule, advancement, and income. Work with people you like doing something you love. Work from where you want, home, office, while traveling, anywhere. Become great at what you do while making a difference in people's lives. There's no ceiling on your income. Tax write-offs. Jeffrey H. Kess, a tax attorney and CPA, said as an entrepreneur, by structuring a business entity, you may be able to minimize or eliminate potential taxes. If that looked familiar to you, that was taken directly from Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which talked about this thing called the cash flow quadrant. And when it was first explained to me, the cash flow quadrant, in a sense, changed my way of thinking. I just believe this is the way that you understand how you're moving through life. Let me put emphasis on that. I didn't tell you how to move through life. It's telling you how you're moving through life. And it shows you a reality that most people just don't get because most people don't plan. If you don't plan, you're going to end up in the same position you will every year of your life. Nothing will change. And then you're going to look up at 65, 70 years old, and you're going to be dumbfounded saying, what do I do? Okay? So the first quadrant, you're responsible for 100% of your income with no leverage. You're basically an employee trading time for dollars, your valuable time, time that you could be spending with your kids, your wife, your husband, your family. You're trading that valuable time for dollars. The next quadrant, being self-employed, which gets a lot of people excited because a lot of people step out and become part-time realtors, part-time entrepreneurs. You know, they start their own business. They start a little mom and pop store. Okay, they start baking for a living because they love baking those cupcakes. Okay, and now you are self-employed. You literally own a business. You are the one doing all the work. So there's still no leverage. So remember, if you stop working, your income stops. It's just that simple. You're self-employed. At least as an employee, you get hurt. I got a friend of mine who's on workman's comp right now. He's still getting paid because he was an employee. Okay? If you're self-employed, that just don't happen. You stop working, there's no money coming to you. And then also, you're like this guy with all those hands there doing everything, which I always tell people, when you're doing everything, the marketing, accounting, all that stuff, that takes time away from you doing what you need to be doing to make money. Then we're moving to the right side. Things get brighter over here. Now you've got a system and a network of people. You gain leverage and residual income. You are an entrepreneur. You know, I used to hear the best analogy of being an entrepreneur as McDonald's. That's a system, right? That's a proven system. I mean, man, I think people are pissed off now that baby's first words now is McDonald's. You know, little kids say McDonald's more than they say anything, you know? And it's such a wonderful system that owning one of those franchises pretty much guarantees you wealth, you know? As an entrepreneur, J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather earn 1% from the efforts of 100 people than 100% from my own, okay? And in the fourth quadrant, that's the dream, right? You put your money to work for you. You're not leveraging anything but money. So now your money is making more money for you. The systematic problem with this quadrant is 95% of people earn just 5% of the wealth, while 5% of people earn 95% of the wealth. So it's always amazing to me how when people show this quadrant, because I've seen it with many different MLM presentations over the course of my lifetime, they bedazzle you and get you all fired up and they get you all excited and say, I can give you a system that will help you move from the left side to the right side. This is where you want to be. Rah, rah, rah. Sis kumbah. Cheer, cheer, cheer. Scream, scream, scream. Okay? But then it's a whole bunch of people running around excited, and none of them move from this left to the right. Okay, maybe 1% of them move from this left to this right. But the vast, undoubting majority of these folks are running around screaming at the top of their lungs and never become wealthy. Okay? Never. All right? Now, I'm doing this presentation and I'm saying this to you, and I'm hoping to God that it sticks in. You've got to do something different to go from this left to this right. Nothing wrong with you doing your MLM, okay? I am not telling you not to do your MLM. Okay, let me repeat that. I'm not telling you to not be excited about what you're doing, but there's got to be a fundamental switch that's got to change in order for you to truly move from left to right. And I'm going to get into that as we continue this presentation. Now, if being an entrepreneur is the most sensible choice and provides the best advantages, then why don't more people do it? Okay, look, we were programmed to get good grades, go to college, and get a good job. We believe that deviating from that plan is too big of a risk and something that would be met with opposition and criticism. Yes, you're always teased when you try to do something different, okay? We believe a considerable amount of money is needed for startup costs and monthly overhead, right? How many of you got, I don't know how much it is for a McDonald's franchise right now, but it's probably in the millions. So most folks don't have that. We believe it takes too much time. We believe that you got to be spending all your time on this thing. Most people believe they need a business degree or previous experience. Look, all of the above is false. You just have to be open to what is true. Okay, well, welcome to Entrepreneurs International. Okay, we teach you how to be a successful entrepreneur with a low upfront cost, minimum monthly overhead, 10 to 15 hours a week, and no special degree or experience necessary. We identify and capitalize on up-and-coming market trends and mesh together with industries and companies that are already trending. And we provide access to a proven business and a proven system to succeed in that business to create the freedom, income, and lifestyle you desire. Okay, we've got these great folks at our Entrepreneurs International that have this massive amount of experience and success, okay? Now, capitalizing on a growing trend, the financial fitness industry. Okay, now this is what I want you to get, okay? Look, these are the statistics. These are just facts, okay? Whether you want to think about them or not, average household debt, credit card and auto, is over $46,000. 61% of adults don't keep track of their money. 44% of adults don't know what their credit score is. 56% of consumers have subprime or low credit scores. 65% have no will, and even more don't have a trust or powers of attorney. Every 2 seconds, an identity is stolen. There's up to $58 billion of unclaimed life insurance, pensions, etc., and nearly 2/3 of Americans can't pass a basic financial literacy test. Is there a market here? You know, all these big companies now are catching on to this financial literacy topic. I spent many years working for the federal government and had this profound, well, not when I was with the government, but I had this thought process that I could continue to get promoted in order to, you know, pay off my bills and live the good life. But no matter how much I got promoted, it never seemed like I made any money. I was always broke. What I didn't understand at that time, and what I do understand now, is that it was debt. Debt was kicking my patootie. A lot of these big companies now are understanding that as well. They don't need to keep giving you promotions to keep you happy. They need to educate you, okay, about your finances. And if you're educated about your finances, you do better with the money that you have. Think about that, folks. Now, Financial Education Services is the company that I'm talking to you about this morning. It is the foundation of what you need. It's founded in 2004, and it's A+ accredited with the Better Business Bureau. Now, what I'm talking to you about, when I keep saying the word foundation, is I'm talking about financial fitness through the protection plan membership. It's protecting your family, identity, credit, finances, lifestyle, and future. Powerful, right? Your family, identity, credit, finances, lifestyle, and future. 6 of the most important things that you need, okay? We have a fabulous portal, okay, designed for you to have at, just by logging in, complete control of your financial picture. Now, folks, we put an emphasis on debt because, like I told you, you know, in this pursuit of happiness, people put their happiness in things or people. So you end up spending massive, come on now, gentlemen, all of us put, and I'm going to speak to us men right now, all of us men at one point in time have found some young lady very attractive, okay? So what do we do to woo her, okay? We buy her things. Things make her happy. You know, it's a winning combination. But unfortunately, folks, it's not sustainable, okay? You're going to be buying things to keep her happy when that's not what you really need to do. You really need to have a plan of action. Folks, men, I'm speaking to men right now. Women are extremely attracted to security. Let me say that more and put a strong emphasis on that. Women are more attracted to security. Yes, she's happy with that diamond necklace, but she's going to be even more ecstatically happy when she knows that you got your money right, okay? And you know how that you can take care of her for the rest of her life. Dude, that's sexy. A diamond necklace is not sexy, okay? It may be beautiful, it may be flashy, but a woman knowing you're going to take care of her for the rest of her life, that's the sexiest thing you could ever do. Debt. Get out of debt. The first product that we talk about is pay down your debt in the most effective and efficient way. Now think about this, folks. No extra income, no line of credit, no refinancing, no consolidation, no change in lifestyle. Stop falling for those things where you got to pay someone to educate you on your debt. It is not worth your money, okay? Our product works, and it's part of this protection plan, okay? Identity theft protection. One of the biggest things going on right now is people steal people's identity. Every time I go to the gas pump, I'm reminded when the thing flashes and says, hey, protect your pen, cover it. It even shows a little hand putting up over the little pen thing. So I just block my body and put my pen in. But that's why, the reason why is because somebody is looking over your shoulder trying to steal your PIN number. It's just the way things are done. But we have LifeLock, which is designed to protect your Social Security number from all those threats and protect you from all that bad stuff happening on the dark web and all that stuff. We have the #1 identity theft protection company as a part of this protection plan. Will, trust, and power of attorney. You know, people do not plan their lives. People just live their lives. I have no problem with you living your life, but take some time to get a will, a trust, and power of attorney. You love your family. If something were to happen to you, don't you want their life to continue so they'll be happy when they see you in heaven? Well, that's what a will, trust, and power of attorney does, okay? Financial lockbox. There is over $58 billion in unclaimed life insurance claims out there, which means these big, greedy, wealthy insurance companies are keeping that money and making more money for themselves. They want you to buy life insurance, and they don't want you to know how to access it if something happens. You know, most men buy life insurance and don't even tell their wives and children. So when they pass away, the family is stressed out trying to figure out how to pay for the funeral. Well, folks, we help you put all your financial data into a nice financial lockbox. No threat of loss due to water, fire, theft, or damage. Now, whether you like it or not, your credit score is your identity. Okay, not you. I know you're good looking, but it ain't you. You're judged by your credit score. Today, your credit score is like a vital sign. It's being monitored at all times. It can impact insurance premiums and interest rates. Controls your ability to rent, purchase, get a credit card, or even get employment. Over the course of your lifetime, less than an excellent credit rating could cost you over $200,000 in wasted spending. Great credit gives you power, leverage, and control. Folks, did you know credit bureaus are not government agencies? They're privately held let me repeat that, billion-dollar companies with no legal authority. They're simply in the business of selling and reporting credit information for a profit. The 3 credit bureaus are Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. They don't care about you, no matter what their little doggone commercials say. All they care about is your information, and they will report whatever the heck they'll accept when people send them information about you, whether it's right or wrong. Keep that in mind. Now, the Fair Credit Reporting Act that Congress instituted in 1971, it's there for the purpose of protecting consumers from having unverifiable information on their credit reports. So guess what? The Fair Credit Reporting Act was enacted to help you get all that crap taken off your credit report. Okay? Now, did you also know you must keep your balance below 30% of your credit card limit or pay it off in full prior to the credit card closing statement date to maximize your credit score. Smart credit, just a push of a button. This highly advanced credit monitoring system gives you access to your credit scores, credit reports, and changes to your credit rating 24/7. So now you have something that will alert you every time somebody tries to put something in your credit report. So you'll know when erroneous stuff goes on there, not finding it out 6 to 8 months later when you're about to buy your house. Okay? We're talking about control here. We'll also give you recommendations for positive credit habits, adding positive trade lines and increasing your credit score. Now, we'll help you with our credit restoration tool leverage your legal rights to investigate, dispute, and challenge negative items on your credit report. Inaccurate, erroneous, or obsolete items such as late payments, collections, bankruptcies, judgments, medical bills, etc., can be potentially deleted or updated to reflect as positive on your credit reports. Okay? We also want you to take that vacation. Okay? So we have a great travel discount portal option on your protection plan that gives you discounts to take your vacation. Now, Jason and Carrie Harris, we didn't realize how many aspects of our finances could be out of our control. This membership makes it easy for everyone to organize their financial and personal affairs. Your credit, identity, and family are too important not to protect, which is why everyone needs this. Romeo House, just the debt zero alone enabled me to pay off credit cards totaling over $15,000 and reduce the payoff time by 4 years. I'm also on track to be mortgage and debt free in 7 years. Who doesn't want that? Ray Cortina, my life was turned upside down and my credit was at an all-time low. With no idea what I was going to do, I became a protection plan member. The Credit Restoration Service got 18 of the 22 negative items deleted from my credit reports, including medical bills. Now my credit score is higher than it's ever been. I'm back. The value of this membership far exceeds the monthly cost. Can you put a price on safeguarding your family and possessions? You get everything you need in this innovative, simplistic, and easy-to-use online program that makes getting all of your affairs in order a pleasure. This is the smartest investment anyone can make, Mr. Manher. So why don't people have these essential services? Number one, they cost too much money. Could be over $10,000 for paid for individually. It's inconvenient. Where does someone find all these services? Who can they trust with these sensitive necessities? Attorney, insurance company, credit repair company, etc. Think about it. When you want to be physically fit, you can go to just one. You can just go to one convenient location and pay one monthly fee. Why can't you do that with your finances? Boom! Be financially fit for less than $3 per day. A one-time $99 activation fee and just $89 per month to secure your family's current situation and your family's legacy. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Folks, for every protection plan membership that is sold, we provide $2 to the Youth Financial Literacy Foundation, which is tasked with educating young people from ages 8 to 18 on matters of personal finance. And we also provide college scholarships to high school seniors and college freshmen. Now, how does someone capitalize on this trend? Starting your business, starting your own business is simple. It's like a franchise, however, we call it an agency. Look, a financial services franchise can cost between $32,000 and $250,000. Starting an FES agency puts becoming an entrepreneur within reach of anyone. Okay? Now, let's talk about this agency because this is how you're going to find that foundation. And folks, I like to talk about this stuff because it doesn't matter what you do. Having a foundation is key. Having a protection plan is key. But being able to pay it forward, that's what I'm going to be talking about right now. Okay, number one, generating membership sales. We develop lead and referral sources through marketing, advertising, and connections. Okay, so generating membership sales, financial credit industries, financial planners, tax professionals, bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, mortgage brokers, car dealerships, finance managers, salespeople, real estate companies / agents, loan officers, and attorneys. These are your partnerships. These are people on the front line of all the things that people truly need, like a house, a car to get to work, a mortgage loan, some, people may be contemplating bankruptcy. Well, folks, we want to be connected to these people so we can help them get off to a good start. So our personal sales commission for each protection plan sale, you can earn $100 plus a $12 per month residual income. I want you to really think about that $12 per month residual because that's how you build a business, folks, residual income, because that's money coming no matter what. Okay? In this theoretical example, income potential is 2 protection plan customers per week can earn you $800 per month. 5 protection plan customers per week can earn you $2,000 per month. 10 protection plan customers per week can earn $4,000 per month. And 20 protection plan customers per week can earn you over $100,000 a year. 2, develop a network of agencies. You can't do it alone, okay? Recruit, manage, and benefit from the efforts of a local, regional, or nationwide sales organization. Okay, we get this thing called a customer acquisition bonus. You receive CAB when your new agent produces 2 protection plan sales within their first 70 days. So you got yourself here, and you've exposed a few people to what you're doing, just like I'm exposing everyone to this webinar every Saturday morning, okay? They're growing. They're helping people. They're paying it forward. Remember, this thing is not about selling a bunch of stuff. This is about education, okay? That's amazing, right? So it all rolls up, those cap bonuses, to about $5,000. So if you did this once a month, you do about $5,000 a month. What if you did it once a week? That could be $20,000 a month. What if you did it twice a week? I love hypotheticals. They're beautiful. Now, this is what I'm getting at here. This is called the pursuit of happiness, all right? Remember how I said, and I've always said, and I said it in my Facebook Live today, there's nothing more important to me in this world than educating people on buying a home, because I believe if you own your own home, you can truly retire. So passing the information on is the biggest thing I've ever done. Okay, now I finally have a tool that I could use to pass on where everyone understands that they need to buy a home. So they want to get out of debt, have excellent credit, and buy a home. Okay, it's so simple when I say it every time. I can't help but giggle. People are always searching for these get-rich-quick schemes and, oh, I want to go to this real estate class, or I want to go do this, or I want to go out and sell a bunch of houses, I want to become rich. Well, it's as simple as getting out of debt, having excellent credit, and purchasing a home, okay? So now, if I have this tool, okay, check this out. Man, I love this. If you're an agent with us, even on a referral basis, folks, because that's the key. I don't want anyone to change what they do, but even on a referral basis, if you refer this protection plan, which we know is valuable, to 5 people, your protection plan is free. Folks, I joined this company in March of 2016. I haven't paid for my protection plan since May of 2016. Wow, the power of this tool at my disposal for free for almost close to 2 years. That's winning, folks. But what if those 5 that you referred did 5 of their own? That's now 25. If that 25 did 5, that's 125. Are you seeing the math here, folks? You see the power of duplication? Over 19,530 protection plans in place can bring you an income of about $75,000 per month. How many people could you help bringing that kind of income in? This ain't for material things. This ain't for stuff, okay? If that's what you see, then you're looking at the wrong presentation, okay? This can change the world, okay? What if we did 10% of that? That's still $7,500 per month. We're going to do 10% of that. That's $750 a month. Folks, in some people's budgets right now, $750 a month is life-changing income. The company rewards you when you get or accumulate 500 protection plans in your organization. Once you achieve that, you'll get up to $600 on a monthly outing payment. You get those one-time 20, 10, 25, or 50K cash bonuses. The next level up from that, you get a $1,500 monthly allowance, which includes that $600 outing payment, $5,000 towards the house payment, up to $25K monthly retirement bonus, and $150K monthly lifetime bonuses. There are a bunch of people already in this program. The rest of the relaxation total benefits are worth over $3 million annually. Now, I want to talk about training and support, though, because, I can't be everywhere, okay? And here, if someone told you a story, they would be giving you 100% of the information. If you then relay that same story to someone else, that information will be degraded by 50%. They would have told someone down to 25%, and so forth and so on. You see how the further away you get from the information, the worse the information can become. So, seeing as I can't be in all these places at once, our new agents have direct access to Entrepreneurs International Academy. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Folks, involve a person in their own success and they will kill it. You tell somebody something, it's going to go in one ear out the other. You teach someone something, yeah, some people will get it, but most will not. Involve them in their endeavor, in your endeavor, and they will definitely succeed. So, folks, this means 2 things. It doesn't matter who invited you to the Look at EI or who enrolls you, because they can't impede your success. You can plug other people into the system, and they might go out and do better than you. That's what I'm looking for, folks. I'm looking for folks who want to pay it forward. Okay, that's my mission. Folks, access to that academy gives you online video, webinar, virtual training, conference calls, all that, things that you need. Lou and Janice Brown. Being entrepreneurs for many years, this opportunity just made sense. By utilizing the trainings of the EI Academy, we've been able to grow an incredible business, earn an amazing income, and help other people to do the same. This has been a great ride. David Moon, I was a radio broadcaster, and while it may sound good, I could barely make ends meet. I was frustrated and felt like my dreams were gone. But taking advantage of the EI Academy systems and trainings, I'm now back out of broadcasting, and I finally have my dreams back. Terry Smalls, as a business owner, I really just had a job working for myself with no residual income or control of my time. I had to find another way to achieve my personal financial goals. Since plugging into the trainings and following the proven system of EI, I've been able to build a business that doesn't rely on me, and now I have the time, freedom, and income I've always dreamed of. Jill Halbrack, I was working 70 hours per week in retail, and it left me stressed, frustrated, and needed change. With all the training from the EI Academy and the personal growth and business skills I've deployed, I'm making more money than ever before. But more importantly, now I'm living life on my terms. Folks, you probably relate to somebody in those stories. If they could do it, guess what? You could do it. Now, it's just about making a decision. Do you want to be an entrepreneur, and are you ready? Are you willing to be coached, get trained online, listen in on conference calls, and attend live training courses? If no, you're probably not ready to be an entrepreneur. Are you willing to devote a minimum of 10 to 15 hours a week to your training and building your business? If no, you're probably not ready to be an entrepreneur. Do you have between $500 and $5,000 to invest in a business, or are you at least resourceful enough to get a minimum of $500 to get started and commit to a couple $100 a month to run your business? If no, you're probably not ready to be an entrepreneur. If you said yes 3 times, yes, these are reasonable things to commit to. Yes, these are things I can do. Yes, it's ridiculous to think that any of these things are a big risk. Then yes, you're ready to learn exactly how to become a member of Entrepreneurs International. If you're not ready to get started with EI, but realize you need the financial services membership, which you do, get together with the person that shared this opportunity with you and get on your way to becoming financially fit. For those who said yes 3 times, let's keep cracking. 3 steps to getting started. The startup cost. Oh, wow. FES breakdown. This means it's a basic agency. $199 plus the FES protection plan. So $288 to get started, and then $89 monthly. The Entrepreneurs International breakdown, you got the EI annual membership of $25, just annual, $25, and then you attend a $200, $199 EI 2-day live business bootcamp. Okay, that's why they say at least resourceful enough to come up with $500, right? A yearly subscription to EI magazine will be provided to you, a welcome audio program from our EI founders, and other special member benefits. At this 2-day Secret to Success Training Bootcamp, you will be taught the right mindset and attitude for success as an entrepreneur, how to establish referral lead sources, how to establish a substantial number of FES agencies, how to understand and maximize FES's compensation plan, how to communicate and effectively work with other people, and much, much, much more. Okay, a 2-day business bootcamp is opening up near you. It's mostly held on weekends. New York, Atlanta, Charlotte, Baltimore, and other great cities. You'll have access to professional marketing materials, a personalized website, an online sales tracking system, agent and customer support, weekly pay. Get paid every Thursday. I love Thursdays. Tax advantages, minimize or eliminate tax, and then it can be direct deposited into your checking or savings account. Now, protection membership. No one person should believe in the service and want to protect their family more than you. So I don't understand people that sell things and don't have them themselves. So I am a proud protection plan member, a proud free protection plan member since May of 2016. Okay, but you also get up to $100,000 in life insurance, eligible for free FES annual agent renewal, eligible for rest or relaxation club benefits, eligible for maximum earnings, and you're eligible for trips, incentives, and contests. Step 2, all you have to do is expose people to what you do. Folks, I am not trying to create that thing that they usually create in MLM where you got to tell everybody that they got to join you and build a business. No, I'm telling you, you need to expose people to what you do, okay? I'll never forget the many years I've spent as a real estate agent. I bump into people who say, oh my God, my cousin bought a house. Well, did they know you were a realtor? No. Okay then, so that's what I want you to do. So who do you know that may be an entrepreneur and be financially free, could benefit from financial fitness and a protection plan membership, works in a financial or credit-related industry, is looking for supplemental income, is frustrated with their current career, maybe looking for a change? So you got yourself. You have your contacts. You have trust relationship with your contacts. Then you've got us AI experts. We have respect and credibility in this industry. So all you have to do is edify and promote your EI expert, and we will take care of the rest. Action steps. Start on your new entrepreneur checklist. Get on EI conference calls. Start watching EI videos and utilizing other training, online training. Pick a city and go to your first Secret Success 2-day bootcamp. From day one, you'll have access to top entrepreneurs in EI. Entrepreneurship is living a few years of your life like most people won't, so that you can spend the rest of your life like most people can. I love that. So as a quick recap, folks, make your initial investment, expose the business, and complete your action steps. Congratulations and welcome to Entrepreneurs International. And I will add, if you want to pursue your unalienable right to the pursuit of happiness, folks, you must have this product as your foundation. It takes care of all the financial things you need to worry about. So all you have to do is focus on what you need to do and what you need to do to achieve your goals and dreams. Thank you for being with me. It's been an honor. Join me. Let's help the world one person at a time. Thanks for being with me this Saturday morning. God bless, and I love you all.